right, here we go. Well, today, A.M. Snyder here at SnyderSunshineArtStudio.com has her daughter drawing with us. So we'll see how well this goes. We are going to create or make a pile of pumpkins so it looks like they're going back in space or going into a tower of pumpkins. To start, we have to figure out where this pile's going, and we have to use two wavy diagonal lines. You got that? Two wavy diagonal lines, like making a mountain. So let's start that way, like we're making a mountain. We're going to start at the lower left because I'm right-handed, and we're going to draw up lightly so we can get rid of this line later on. It should be light. And then we're going to make a mountain peak and come down to the right. There it is. All right. We have two of them here. Very good. Okay, now we are going to start off with drawing one pumpkin. To draw that one pumpkin, we are going to use very few lines, and it's going to be a very big pumpkin. And if I look at this correctly, I can fit 2 fingers in there. So that's how I'm going to start. So in the middle at the bottom, I'm going to draw around my 2 fingers with an upside down U. Okay, let's see what she did. Very good. Now she went to the bottom, which would work too. So then it's like the pumpkin's even bigger because it's right at the bottom. So now I'm going to close the bottom of mine off. Because hers is at the bottom, it doesn't need to be closed off. It could just be like that. All right. All right, she decided to close it off anyway. Okay, very good. All right, now we're going to give this oval some ears. So in the middle here, my finger fits, and I'm going to go on the side of my finger on the right, and I'm going to start to draw another curvy line going diagonal and then down and around. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same on the other side of my finger, diagonal and then down and around. All right, let's see what she did. There we go. We have 2 pumpkins at the bottom. Very well done. All righty. Now we're going to add a little rectangle for a stem. A little rectangle for a stem. And now we have to give this pumpkin some buddy pumpkins. Pumpkins that are its friends. So we're going to draw at a diagonal away from the pumpkin. So I'm going to turn my paper diagonally. And I'm going to start the same way I did here, and I'm going to put my fingers up and down because my paper's diagonal, and I'm going to draw around. And then the same idea, I'm going to put my finger here, and I'm going to add the curves. So now it looks like that pumpkin is behind this pumpkin. I'm going to give it a little stem. Okay, and then I'm going to turn the paper this way. Put my 2 fingers down. Draw the center part of the pumpkin. Nice. And then I'm going to put my finger in the middle and do the same thing. Alright, so now we've drawn 3 pumpkins, and in essence, the same process to pile the pumpkins, except they get smaller. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Alright, so we're going to put the stem one. Let's see what my 9-year-old daughter has done. Look at that. Alright, we have her pumpkins and my pumpkins. Very nice. Okay, now we are going to continue. We're going to start off again. We're going to have this pumpkin in the middle here. Notice how there's like this V intersection. So this pumpkin is going to be like piled on top of that. So I have to start where this V is, and I'm going to draw a smaller curvy line. I can fit my one finger in there instead of two. And then again, off the side, we're going to draw our curves on the side. And we're going to put a pumpkin over here, curve, and then our curves on the side. Give them little stems. Okay. And now we're going to add a smaller pumpkin right in the middle here, a smaller one. So I'm going to put my finger there. I'm going to draw on top, making sure it's just a little lower. My finger's lower to make it look smaller. And again on the side. Here's an eraser. Erasers are our friends. They help us fix things so we don't waste paper. Alright, and then we can add more. Turn our paper, put a little one right here. It's kind of in this little backwards L right here. Make it really small back here. Give it a stem. And I do one right here, turning the paper, which helps. Okay. And then we can put some right here to make them even smaller. Maybe my little finger can fit in there. Alright, my daughter's doing it. We'll have to come up with a code name for her. And then one at the very top is going to be the baby of all the pumpkins. Done. Alright. So let's look at my examples here. So if we look at this one, they're all very similar in size in essence. If we look at this one, I made them even smaller as they went up. Let's look at hers. Alright, so her pumpkin here needs to touch these in some way. So we'd want to make sure that they're touching so it looks like they're actually resting on it. Just like that. Alright, now we're going to get a Sharpie and we're going to outline it and we're going to erase and we're going to add some more details to it. That's strange. Sharpie lids usually are snug. That's really loose. That's different. Okay. Alright, so as I Sharpie my pumpkin, I could add to it as I want. So I'm thinking I'm going to have the stem here, and I'm going to add little bumps back here to show the top of the pumpkin. And then I'm going to trace over this one. Maybe this stem would be a little more crooked. I'm going to add little bumps back here. Ooh, nice tracing. Look how her pumpkin really stands out after she traced it. Nicely done. And after we're finished tracing these, we can decorate them with pattern or faces. We could put a background in our drawing, a background that's the space around the main objects in the picture. As I'm tracing this one, I noticed it might be better to add an extra hump there. And this one. I know in years that I've done pumpkins with students, they always want to add a spider or a bat. Okay, so now they are piled up. I get my lid here. And we're going to take our eraser to it and erase all the lines we don't want. Whoops. Making sure we don't wrinkle our paper. Yep. As I'm erasing, I'm thinking, do I want faces? Do I not want faces? How am I going to add my color? Pumpkins don't have to be orange. There be some green ones, green and orange. Turn my paper so I can get to it better. Okay, now, you have any idea what we should do with our pumpkins?
Happy faces.
Oh, happy face
No,
pumpkins.
hearts are
Ooh, hearts. That's a good idea. We could use hearts to make the face.
no.
And just decorate them with hearts.
Yeah.
Maybe they have floating hearts around them showing love and happiness. So, sounds like she's going to add some hearts. So when I look at this one here, I drew some zigzaggy grass. Okay. When we look at this one, we have the moon in the back. And we have some vines going on. We have some polka dots. They have, this one looks like it's up to something. This one looks happy. Okay. We could just color them in using the darkness of our crayon by pressing, or a lighter on our crayon to make a lighter value for highlights. We could just decorate the top one. Here we don't have a full moon. We can add the sky in there. And then, here we go. We could put the fence behind the pumpkins. Add some grass. It's very colorful and bright. We could even add hats to our pumpkins. She mentioned hearts. How about stars? How about a magician's hat?
And happy faces.
All right, so let's see.
And I use color pencils.
She wants to use color pencils, so let's see if she could find some while I draw on mine. Here, Luna. Use these. Let's see if we just touch with this out right now. Okay. So before I use Sharpie on it, I'm gonna draw this out with my pencil, because if I use Sharpie on it right away, I won't be able to erase. So I don't know if she's going to add anything before she starts coloring. But here's your pencil. And now I'm going to add that heart idea and use an upside down heart for its nose. And then maybe I'll give it what looks like cute eyes, right? Happy. Oh, look how happy it is. Okay. And Then I am thinking that I want to maybe make this look like they're going up a road instead of a pile. So I can add some grass indication. And then, whoops, going out of the camera frame here. There we go. And maybe this is leading to the ground, and this is some kind of house here. And we add our stairs and a door. The door is really small because it's far away. And this house is going to have some windows at its basement level. And give it some tall grass there. Have it go off. Give it some windows. And then maybe we have some fun eyeballs looking at us outside the house. Ooh, maybe we have some kind of creature hands coming out of the window. What is going on with this particular house? Maybe we have the name of the house is going to be Boo. Additional window. And I do like the idea of the stars, so I'm going to add that there. Ooh, my daughter's making all kinds of faces with heart cheeks. Oh, heart cheeks. This pumpkin's gonna look sideways. It's like, oh no, I'm falling down. Okay. I'm wondering, do I want to put one here? Yeah, I guess I do. Okay, and now I'm going to Sharpie this up, and then we can add some color. I think that she's going to need a narrow Sharpie because she's drawing very thin and small areas. So let's find her a thin Sharpie.
I'm not using Sharpie.
Oh, she's not going to bother with the Sharpie. Okay, that's always a choice too. Alrighty, so coming to the end here of the drawing part. And there we go. Maybe some indication of bricks. And I think that is looking pretty finished. Should we see her picture?
I'm not done.
Nope, she's not done. So we'll come back to seeing it. And I'll tell you what, I will color mine and we will bring it back for you to see when it's all colored. Because this one here is very fun. Very bright and colorful.
Half of it's not colored.
What?
Half of it's not colored.
Okay, well we'll stop the video and then